And everyone got mad at me because I was buying stuff and it was taking forever because the ladies who were packing everything kept redoing. I think they added up the cost like 6 times, and they would not bargain. It was final cost. They would not bargain for anything. So everyone got mad at me, and I don't know. As for like the people in my group today, didn't really have a fun time. There were a couple people that were really, really great with me, but other people just don't have patience for me. So yeah, that wasn't fun. But enough about that. You know, I like everyone. I think it's just, you know, especially like there have been a couple times where like I was really taking my time shopping when we needed to go, and I didn't realize that, and it was just a total miscommunication. And then today they thought that I was still shopping when I had been checking out for 20 freaking minutes. And so, you know, there was someone who made a quip at me, and I'm like, it's not my fault. Anyways, done talking about that. So I wanted to buy more of these, but they were pretty expensive for what they are, so I just bought one blue one. Maybe I should have bought a green one instead, but it's just a lovely leaf. Again, natural item, 24 karat plated gold. This one's mine, you can't have it. So there's just a couple more I wanted to show you. So I bought 2 of these. This one's yellow and purple. And this one is red and pink. See it in my hair? See this one in my hair? See, beautiful. Yeah, and if any of my friends and family want them, just give me a comment and be like, hey, I want that. Don't sell it, because otherwise I'm selling it and someone else will enjoy it. There we go. Gotta put in the little certificates. But these were an amazing find. And I'm so glad that I did find it. You're coming out. So after the elephant park, we had lunch, courtesy of the elephant park. I think I mentioned that already. And what did we do after that? We were pretty much on our own, and I wanted to go see a traditional dance and dinner. It was like a dance and dinner theater, but someone convinced me to go to a mall, and I really wanted to sit somewhere with Wi-Fi and work on some homework because I'm really behind on that. And even though most of my professors are going to give me an extra week to do my homework after I get back, I still want to be on top of it because I'm so behind. I'm already at least a week behind, even if I include the 1 week extension. So we went to a mall. It was the Central Airport Mall, so it was the mall right by the airport. Super big for tourists. It was very obvious that it wasn't meant for locals to buy stuff because everything was so expensive. The most exciting thing was there were some guys who bought some Prima Gold for their girlfriends, and if you don't know what that is like the most expensive gold jewelry. One of them bought earrings that were $658, like US dollars, which is thousands of baht, more than people here make in a year. And, you know, another one bought another pair of earrings, I think. And one of our professors, she buys a butt ton of Prima Gold and resells it in the States for like twice what it cost and all sorts of stuff. But it didn't seem like it was worth buying. Like it wasn't something that I would have bought. And it seemed like a risky investment to resell if you don't know what you're doing, like me. I mean, I know how to sell jewelry, but but still something like that. Probably not. This will be my first experiment. Maybe after the natural orchid jewelry, I'll try to sell Prima Gold. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So we went to the mall, and it was fine. I had this really cool yogurt smoothie, which it was green apple, which you wouldn't think that those were two things that would taste good together, and they did. It was really good. I also tried Auntie Anne's in Thailand, and they had everything that the United States Auntie Anne's has, except for the sauces. They do not have the same sauces whatsoever. But they have a lot of like wound up hot dogs that are filled with cheese, and hot dogs are really popular here in Thailand, which is really weird to me. But most of them are like chicken and pork. I haven't seen any beef ones or like all chicken. So I ended up getting the pretzel itself at Auntie Anne's tastes exactly the same. Exactly the same. But there's a spice in Thailand that you can smell in the air. You constantly smell it, and you also taste it in everything. No one knows. None of us have any idea what it is. It's like it must be some kind of Thai seasoning salt. It's good, but it's different. I don't know how to explain it. It tastes like a little bit of saffron, a little bit of salt, paprika. I don't know what else, but it's really different. And it's usually not spicy unless people add chili to it. But so at Auntie Anne's, I got a rolled pepper it was called a pepper. I didn't get a pepper. It was a hot dog. It was a rolled hot dog. And it was called a something spiral. And so it was a spiraled hot dog that was cut so you could pull it apart. It was filled with cheese, and the cheese wasn't real cheese. It was like cream cheesy stuff, which I liked it. And then it was covered in this mystery seasoning that all of Thailand uses. Well, at least all of northern Thailand. Yeah. And it was pretty good. It was like 79 baht, which was like $2. I'd eat it again for $2. And it was a good snack. We walked around the mall. I walked around with my friend Olivia, and she's pretty cute. And I didn't buy anything. There was nothing there I wanted to buy. I just, other than food. I bought food, but I always buy food. But we ended up, we didn't know how long we wanted to be, so we decided that we'd meet at the front at 7 and then again at 8. If we agreed we wanted to leave early, we'd just leave at 7, or we'd break again at 8. Well, Olivia and I went, and no one else showed up. We were there I guess we only waited 10 minutes. I exaggerate when it comes to time a lot because I'm a drama queen. But I met some real queens tonight. I'm getting to that. And they ended up going to Pizza Hut and didn't even tell us or come during our meeting time, which they had been insistent on. But it was okay. I didn't try Thai Pizza Hut, but I'll tell you, it wasn't American Pizza Hut. Nope, I just sat there and worked on homework like a lame kid. It was fine. I almost bought circle lenses because they had circle lenses there for 179 baht. Let me do some math, which is about $5.25 for the pair. Which, if you know anything about circle lenses, they're usually at least $30 per set. So all the ones that I've ever had, I think my son got a bulk discount because she bought a bunch of them, and they were still like $16 a set. I almost bought some, but then I was like, I still have a couple pairs that I've never opened, and I don't wear them a lot. Maybe someday. I might go back and buy a pair for Hannah if she's interested in that. Or my friend Jackie, but I've already got Jackie some cool stuff. Anywho, that was kind of disappointing to me, and we took a song towel back, which is why my breathing quality has just deteriorated into nothing, which is why I need to wear my little masks, because song towels have no exhaust system, and they're terrible. I don't like them. I like Dok Doks. Dok Doks are open, they're small, you don't feel the shakiness, and maybe they are just as shaky, but it's really nice because it flies, and you feel the air between your pits, which stink if you're an American, or any mostly Europeans, I guess. And tuk-tuks. Tuk-tuks are the way to go. Which they're spelled like T-U-K, T-U-K, but they pronounce it similar to like the Korean symbol, which I'll draw it for you. Where it's like T and D, tuk-tuk. Anyways, so I ended up getting off at the Songtao by myself in the night market because I had put a deposit on a bunch of gemstone beads, which I'm really excited because I earned a level in Urban Ranger today for sure. Navigating Chiang Mai by myself and finding the night market by myself. I definitely earned some ranks. And when I was walking, I saw a jewelry shop. I was going back to the night market. I had put a deposit down on some gemstone beads that I don't think I'm going to sell them. I'll probably use them all, or I might sell them to other artists that I know, but nah, they're mine. I don't know. And as I was walking to the street, which it took me about 15 minutes to walk, actually more than that, probably more like 20. And I found another jewelry shop, and I went in, and they had all of these beads that I hadn't seen before, including, and my boyfriend's mom is going to be so happy, lapis lazuli. I found it. It does exist in Thailand. It was just sold by a German guy who just moved here. Well, actually, I take that back. The owner was from Germany. He's been living in Thailand for over a year. He just opened his shop 2 weeks ago. And he gave me a huge discount. Everything totaled about 3,800 baht, which is like $100, and he brought it down to 2,500. Like I didn't even have to barter with him, which is really weird. He was just like, "I'll give you a big discount," and boom, I was just, oh my gosh, because I mean, these gems, I mean, they're worth a lot more than that. I mean, I would have been fine. Like, it was 3,800. I would have offered like 3,500, but he marked it down like 1,000 or so baht. Ignore me, I'm wearing a towel because I'm planning on taking a shower and I didn't want to get dressed for you. I'm sorry. Enjoy Superman. All my beads. I have another bag of beads. I wanted to show you some of them. And I got written receipts for taxes because taxes are built into a lot of things here in Thailand. And when you go to the U.S., when you go to the airport, if you have like receipts that are very clearly written, like it says units, like quantity for item name, so it would be like rose quartz beads, unit price, total, and then currency. And then you have to sign off on it, you have to put your ID, and stuff like that. So I got all sorts of cool stuff. These were some rondelles that I got, which I know this one's rainbow hematite. This is gray sandstone, which I really like. It's more blue, which is really hard to tell on camera, but it sparkles a lot. Gold sandstone is the most common. I've seen that a lot. This is moonstone, and this I can't remember what it's called. I got some black rutilated quartz, so that's really cool. Rutilated quartz usually has some kind of other material in it. I believe this one has some kind of wood in it. Here's the lapis, which doesn't look very blue on camera, but it's very, very dark blue, which natural lapis is usually really dark blue. So I figure that my boyfriend's mom will probably want to pick through all the beads to pick the ones that she likes the best out of most blue. So this is really super cool. These are peacock gems, because I can't remember what they're called right now. And these might be ones that I end up cutting myself. Because as you can see, I think it's some kind of fool's gold. But as you can see in the middle, these are geodes. They're little geodes, but they're peacock colored. I wish you could see them in person because, oh, here's a good angle where you can see all the different colors, which they change when you turn them. And I got 2 strings of everything, because it was just such a good find, and I was so shocked, and I'm really glad to be able to help this guy, you know, with his startup. You know, I told him when I left that I hope he has a successful business, because it was really great, and I found some things that I hadn't seen anywhere else, which, I mean, was pretty cool. And then there's these, which are just different colored quartzes. There's green, there's pink, there's like orangey, there's dark green and black. Just, oh my gosh, it's just really cool stuff.